Alright, this is what happened. Alright, while on a pizza delivery here, I'm driving to get a call from, let's say, an old friend who I haven't talked with for years. Alright, don't know what became of him, but I get a call from him. I'm like, right on, this is cool, this will work out. Talking to him for a few minutes, then I realized why we kind of lost touch. And initially, I was pleased to hear from him. I'm like, right on, hey, how you doing and all that. And he starts going on about how life sucks and how about this and that and that. And then I kind of remember why we kind of lost touch. Because it was really, really a downer. And I kind of got preoccupied. And I'm just like, okay, well, hey man, I'm delivering this pizza, I gotta go, I'll talk to you later. So as soon as I got off the phone with him, I make a quick call to a second friend, a mutual friend of ours, with the person with whom I've lost touch. So I call her up and we're yakking, and she's like, wow, it's been so many years. I said, yeah. And she goes, how is he? And I'm like, man, he made me want to put a gun in my mouth. And she's like, oh, he hasn't changed. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, I wanted to hear from him, but not like that, you know. It was just like, jeez. So, I'm just kind of venting with her about this previous call. And I'm still driving. And my phone rings. And it's my long-lost friend from the previous call. And he's saying, I heard your whole conversation. Didn't appreciate what I had to say about him and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, how could that be? And he's like, because you had it on three-way conversation. First of all, I don't know how to do a three-way conversation on a cell phone. I'm lucky to answer one, but never mind all that. So then I'm like, kind of backpedal a bit, and I'm like, well, here's the deal, dude. I knew it was a three-way call. I thought you were going to want to talk to her. I thought the three of us would have a good conversation, but you didn't say anything. And he's like, yeah, whatever, and hangs up on me. But I'm pleased with myself because, like the jury in my head, I've created enough reasonable doubt that in my head, there's a chance that he might actually believe what I said. So I'm like, all right. And meanwhile, I almost get into two embarrassing accidents, which weren't accidents, but I guess near collisions, but still embarrassing. Not as embarrassing had they, come to fruition. But, because I'm a good driver and stuff like that. So, I'd make a left onto Manchester, which, by the way, is way outside the delivery area. I'm like into Pear. And so, I'm behind this, it's a light green, big old pickup truck. And he's going like 20 and a 35, because that's who I always get behind. And we're in the left lane, and we're coming up to an intersection. I get over in the right lane, go to shoot, and there's a road crew. They got the right lane blocked off. So now I have to come to a quick stop at a green light, wait for the cars next to me to go on through. Meanwhile, the light turns red. Cars start backing up in the left lane, not leaving me any room to merge or anything like that. So I'm like, all right, well, next green light, hopefully I'll be able to merge after they go on through. I'm sitting there. There's a knock on front passenger window. And it's got to be around noon, 1 o'clock, and it's a bright, sunny day, and I can't even see who's really at my window, so I roll the window down. Well, it's a third person from my past and partial present, so I guess it's a person. It's a friend. I guess she's a friend. Well, she is a friend. But we were better friends in the past, let's put it that way. But no, we're still good friends. You know what? We might be better friends now. It doesn't matter. So I'm like, get in. So she gets in, and I'm like, what's going on with you? And she starts telling me stuff, and we're yakking a bit. Meanwhile, I'm a little preoccupied trying to merge. Cars aren't letting me. I'm starting to get frustrated. And while I still got to deliver this pizza, which I haven't checked the address yet, but somewhere in the dream, apparently I knew where I was going. So we won't bother you with all that nonsense. But this is where it gets a little weird. So next thing you know, knock on my driver window. Now, so somebody's in the street, and I'm like, hey, and you won't guess who it is. It's none other than Golden Globe winner Julianne Moore playing strung out chick number 1, who for the rest of this dream will be referred to as friend number 4. Now, I believe she's a representation of a friend that I had back in the day. But she's really strung out redhead, just, oh, looks bad. Never mind all that. This is where it might get interesting. You never know. So I say, get in the car. She gets in the car. Before her ass hits the seat, she's hitting me up for crystal meth. And I'm like, man, you're talking to the wrong person, you know. And so, you know, I'm just trying to watch Lost Boys. Never mind. But so then I look out of the corner of my eye and I see friend number 3. Yeah, number 3. Friend number 3, who's in the passenger seat next to me, whips out this little clear baggie with a red bread tie on it, wrapped tightly. Looks to be about a half gram of meth. And I'm like, whoa, 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 put it down, put it down, put it down. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, you can't, no. She's like, why not? And I'm like, dude, bitch don't have no money. And she's like, oh, okay, okay. So she puts it down, and I look back, double check, make sure that friend number 4 didn't notice. Didn't notice a thing. She's too busy shaking and just being a mess. I'll give you a ride. You look pretty bad. Maybe you need some sleep. Maybe you need some vitamin C. You need something, but you don't need the crystal. Ever offering whatever she can to get some, because she's convinced that I have some for some reason. And I'm like, I don't. And so, full disclosure, no, I don't even do it. Okay, so don't start with that. Eventually, I'm able to merge and proceed down Manchester. Now I got these two in the car, and the one's bouncing back and forth in the seat. Just, you know, eventually I just forget she's there because it's just all, I'm concentrating on this delivery, which I have yet to complete. And meanwhile, I'm on the road, so I'm getting paid like waitress fees. I'm not getting minimum wage. I'm getting like $4.25 an hour, and this is just ridiculous. So we're driving. We get to a hospital. And he's like, why the hospital? I'm like, well, I'll tell you why. Because that's where the delivery was going. Didn't realize it until I got to the hospital. That's where the delivery was going. So I don't know why I was driving, because I was not conscious of where I was going. But it's a dream, so let's not worry about details. I get the pizza. I get out of the car. Friend number 3 gets out of the car. Friend number 4 gets out of the car. And surprise, surprise, Danny Bonaduce gets out of the car. I turn on the hazards. I lock the car because I'm not letting anybody get back in the car. My car's not a brothel, let's put it that way. And I look at Bonaduce. I'm like, Bonaduce, you know, like you just, it's Bonaduce, you know, what the fuck? And Bonaduce's like, yeah, you know, gee, thanks, guys. And I'm like, Bonaduce, you asshole. So apparently he got some head. I don't know. Okay. So at which point I turned and I said, well, don't kiss me. And the chick says, I'm not gonna. And I said, no, I was talking to Bonaduce. Doesn't matter because he was already there. He's gone now. We'll fumigate the car later. So we all head into the hospital. I have something to do. I don't know why everybody else is there, but so apparently, I guess, you know, friend number 4 got some money off of Bonaduce. Probably plans on talking to friend number 3. If she did notice that she had any, but she probably didn't. But shouldn't be, now that she has money, friend number 3 probably shouldn't have a problem selling it to friend number 4. So they're none of my concern because I've got a job to do. So I get in there and I'm like looking for this guy in the hospital. Of course, there's, you know, no information on the driver ticket. So I end up bumping into some dude. He takes exception to it. We trade punches. I still got the pizza. And I'm like, dude, you know, chill out. Security comes. They take us both away. Meanwhile, my car's still out front with the hazards on. I'm in a police car with this dude. I don't know why, you know. But we get down to the police station. We're both in the police station. Neither one of us is cuffed. So now this is we're involved in trading punches, and neither one of us is cuffed. I don't understand. So we're there. The pizza's there. We're all at the police station. Pizza's, you know, I'm like, why do you need a pizza? And they're like, for evidence. Meanwhile, they're, opening it up and all the detectives are taking a piece. And I'm just like, this is just great. This is great. So, meanwhile, we're sitting there and they're like, we'll get to you, we'll get to you. It's almost kind of like Barney Miller, it's kind of like that kind of a setup. And it was just like, dude, this is not working out for me at all. And, dude takes another swing at me in front of the cops. Cops find this amusing. And so I'm like, all right. And I reach up and I'm, go to grab him by his shirt. I'm like, this motherfucker got a knife. And actually it was a bottle opener, or a can opener. It was a can opener. And I'm like, he's got a knife. They drop him and they're just cuffing him. All right, cool. And then they're just like, all right, you can go. And I'm like, oh, all right, thanks. I needed that. And I'm like, does any of this make any sense to anybody in this room? And of course, they're like, just, you go now. And I'm like, well, yeah, hell yeah, I'm going now. And I'm taking my sack with me, because those things, I don't know, they're like, what, $36 or something. And I'm not sure, but it wasn't right what I was put through. And the fact that Danny Bonaduce was in my car just really bothers me. So, if we want to sit here and think about it for a while, I guess we can. I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. Thanks.
Dude, he's fucked up, man. He's wasted. No, I'm not, man. You're all fucked up. You guys are all fucked up and you're tripping out and stuff. Sharp, man. You look wasted. I'm not. Yeah, you are. He's wasted, Chris, isn't he? Sharp, your eyes are like fucking fire, man. They look red as shit. Just to make them high, right?